What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sobacksports podcast, and we're so back with another episode. And this is going to be a little bit of a shorter one, considering that it's not a Thursday, it's a Friday, and this week has been a little bit crazy because we just had a Monday night football game for the Chicago Bears. The schedule's a little bit off, but we're always here. So, how are we feeling, man? How are we doing?
I mean, we're feeling great, man. I guess great day to be
Great's a
alive.
very,
But
very big of an overstatement.
yeah. I mean, it's what do we expect? It's been a bad season, obviously. But it's okay. Just have to be happy that football is still there. So,
Yeah,
because it's gonna be there for another month, and then it's done. So, just gotta be
true.
grateful for that at least.
Exactly. So we just went to the Hawks game, just like
Yep.
literally right now, and got back and just found out that our boy, the
Well,
man
no,
at the
don't call him
top
that.
who has been running his operation for the past 14 years,
He's not our boy.
Mr. George McCaskey. Not our boy, but our op essentially. But it's that just ruined it. That made the win a little bit less great because after finding out about that, the Bears always find a way, even when they're not playing, to ruin their fans' nights pretty much. So
Yeah.
it's come to a point where it's like infecting everyone. It's a disease. But
Yeah. I
anyways,
mean,
enough
I
about
think
the Bears.
Caskey's
Or we could
Caskey's
we could
weird.
literally talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you know, we haven't really had a podcast episode right after the, or did we? I'm starting to forget.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. But to kind of like briefly talk about the Bears Vikings game, that was just um yeah, I don't know what that was, but it was a culmination in a sense of like everything wrong the Chicago Bears have done.
I
And
just,
thank
I
God
just.
there's 3 games left.
Mhm. Okay, here's my thing, man. I really like this season. I really after that Monday Night Football game, I was like, I. It's hard for me to say this, but Caleb Williams, he's played fine. I mean, he's all right. But if you told me that the Bears would be 4-9 with this roster, okay, mind the coach with this roster, I wouldn't. I would say you're lying. How are we 4-9? Like, no. Sorry, not 4-9.
Four and
Sorry,
10.
4-10. How are we 4-10, man? No.
It's a
I'm being so
combination of
serious.
things.
No.
Like
I'm being so serious, right? Okay, I'm not even trying to make this like a Civil War debate. Like, I don't care about that anymore. But how did we get worse? No, because last year,
last year
okay,
we did not have an in-season firing though.
no,
We
but
did not get
okay,
rid of
but
our
we
head
still
coach and had a bunch of
yeah,
coordinators.
yeah, no, but last year we had the same head coach, same type of offensive coordinator. Getsy and Waldron are in the same category. They both got in
I'd
season
say
fires this year.
okay.
No, do not say no. They're the same. They're
Waldron's
they're the same.
dude. If Waldron was so bad that they decided to move off of Waldron in the middle of this in
Dude, you
9
know why
games
they
into the
started?
NFL season,
No, he got scapegoated. Like Waldron got scapegoated instead
he
of
did not get
Eberflus. They should have.
scapegoated when he clearly is smiling on the sideline, being
I
terrible.
understand that he should have got fired, but Eberflus should have got fired the exact same day. I'm
Yeah,
just
he
trying to
should have
say this.
too.
I'm saying that they're the same type of offensive coordinator, right? And it's okay, we upgraded
Yeah,
on wide receiver, right? We get Roma Dunze, we get Keenan Allen in the offseason. Okay. Tight end, we got Cole Kmet still, and then we got Gerald Everett, which we haven't used him at all. And then we upgraded running back with DeAndre Swift instead of Khalil Herbert and just Roshan Johnson. So, and then the offensive line, you really haven't really touched, but the same offensive line,
it's
right?
makeshift here and there with the
But
injuries,
it's the
but yeah.
same. It's the same. It's the same,
I mean,
right?
no. They did add Ryan Bates for a 5th round pick, which is nuts, and Coleman Shelton for a 6th round pick, who's your supposed to be your good
Yeah,
center. Like
yeah. So yeah, and last year we had Lucas Patrick, so they're both bad
Lucas
equally.
Patrick. Yeah.
So, and then the defense got better, right? You did. You got Kevin Byard in the offseason to
Yeah,
pair up with Jaquan Brisker. Brisker got injured, but your defense has been fine. So, with
but
all of this,
to be
how are we
fair,
4-10?
the defense, the secondary has been kind of a little bit iffy on one side of the field, mainly because of Brisker's because Brisker hasn't played since the Panthers game, and ever
Okay,
since
yeah,
the
but the
Panthers
defense,
game,
my thing with the
and
defense, right?
it took a step back for sure because Brisker
Okay,
did help a lot when it comes to your and Kyler was also out till I want to
no,
say
Kyler's been healthy. He's been
no,
healthy.
Kyler's been healthy, but he was not healthy at the beginning of the season.
No,
Um,
no, I'm trying to make a point here. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is defense, I'm not really going to blame because the offense is barely out there, so they're going to get gassed and they're going to let up some yards. I'm not really
mhm.
blaming the defense. So my thing is, you have all
But
of
you have to
this.
blame. But one person you have to blame for the defense when it comes to clutch time, and that is Matty Eberflus. I'm sorry, you
Okay,
have to because if your defense is literally
I mean,
you
here's
have
my
to give some
thing.
blame to the defense
No, here's my
because
thing, right? It's like, all right, like here's my thing, man. I hear a lot of Bears fans, even on TikTok, even on like even you. A lot of them, whenever I bring up Caleb Williams, I hear like people say like that everyone blames everybody else but him. And it's just
but we
like,
do
okay, wait.
blame him. He has some part of the blame. I'm not saying he
No,
doesn't. He's a
my
rookie
thing is,
quarterback. He will have blame. Yeah,
yes, I understand that, but with this team, right? Because okay, for example, I think obviously the coaching is different, but Patrick Mahomes came to a situation where he had talent all over him, around him,
but
like
doesn't
he did. He sat for 1 year, and then he came the next year. He did. Obviously, he has Andy Reid, but like you know what I'm saying, he did come into a situation like Caleb Williams and succeed. My thing is, why isn't Caleb Williams doing that? Why?
no because
Like like
that's
we all
listen.
Bears fans agreed that this team should be 10 wins, should be a 10-win
Right.
team and go in the
Right.
playoffs.
Right. I get that. 100%. Okay? But there's one thing that we overlooked in the offseason and they tried to. I mean, they did successfully, and that was try to convince that keeping Matt Eberflus was the good decision because of how much he's improved. Okay, with 3 wins the first year, 7 wins the next year. That was also a reason for like at least in Ryan
Okay,
Poles' eyes to keep him. But
it's
you
just,
got to keep
it's
in
just
mind,
I don't.
you can't compare Mahomes' situation to the Bears situation because the
No,
Bears
I'm going to
situation is
compare
completely
a
different
different
from the
situation.
Chiefs because the Chiefs were actually known to have a stable,
Yeah.
decent organization when they actually hired good coaches. And the Bears have never done that. We've had instability time in and time out. No matter what coach we brought in, it was instability. Mark Trestman, John Fox, Matt Nagy, to now Matt Eberflus. Like you could say that, you know,
Okay.
we made changes at the head coach, getting a leader in the offseason or
Okay.
whatnot. But you have to give some like majority of the blame to the coach, dude,
Why
because
is Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, who else is playing really well? Bo
Bo
Nix,
Nix
Jaden
has
Daniels,
Sean
Drake May.
Payton.
So okay. But
Bo
who's the
Nix has Sean
receivers?
Payton, and Jaden
Who are the
Daniels has Dan Quinn, who are pretty well
who,
proven coaches in the
who are the
NFL.
receivers? Their receivers are not as
Terry
good as what Caleb
McLaurin,
Williams has. That's it. So wait, who's better?
Cortland
DJ
Sutton.
Moore. I think we're taking DJ Moore out of over all those. After the year he had last year, we're taking DJ
Okay,
Moore
but
out of over all those.
okay,
We're taking Keenan Allen over all their wide receiver twos. We're taking Rome Odunze over all of their wide receiver threes. We're taking Cole Kmet over all of their tight ends. We're taking DeAndre Swift over all their running backs. So you see a pattern here. Caleb Williams has a lot of talent around him, and he's still not winning games. He's still taking sacks. He is still not moving the football in the right decision. He's passing up on open receivers. And wait, where did we see that last year? Oh yeah, that's right. We called Justin Fields out for that last year, even though he had a way worse situation. So I'm just asking you guys a question.
way
You
worse
all
is an
in the
understatement. Is an overstatement, but okay.
so the situation was like the same. You're saying?
No, I said it's like it's not that it wasn't terrible. Last year was not
Was there
terrible.
ever playoff expectations year 3 of Fields? Well, like last year was there
I
playoff
mean, yeah,
expectations.
there was playoff expectations, but it just fell well flat.
So how do you go from the playoff from 3-14 to the playoffs. Like, how can we give playoff expectations for that?
I
I thought the
mean,
team would be
I
7
was
or 8
able to
wins.
see that. We listen. We were expecting Fields to take that next step, like that huge next step that we were promised into the
I'm
next
sorry, but
season.
those receivers, no way, no way.
Oh, wait, but then wait, hold on, then wait. Then why would it?
Man,
No, like listen, with Fields, it was a little different because you have to also keep in mind
I just don't
that
understand.
he,
If Caleb Williams is this so-called upgrade, which I hope he
which
is,
he
why?
is though.
Okay, then why are we 4-10?
It's not wins
Why?
aren't a
And
QB stat. What are you
no,
talking
no,
about?
wins are a QB stat. I'll say this
Listen,
now. They are.
Caleb in his
They
first
are.
year Caleb in his first year has the same amount of wins as Justin Fields in his year 3, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like Justin Fields in year 3 had 4 wins or 5 wins if you want to. Okay, fine, 5 wins. Okay, like you have to listen to yourself. You see the product. It's obviously you can't blame
Oh,
every game on Caleb Williams, dude.
I
Caleb
am
did all
going
he
to.
could near the end of those games. It doesn't matter. Like you
I'm gonna
listen.
call.
If you're a
Having
quarterback, if
36
you're
yards, having 36 yards against the Washington Commanders until the fourth quarter
then the
is
second
his
half,
fault.
it doesn't
No,
matter.
third
The
quarter is the
second half,
second.
he redeemed himself and was able to put everyone into good position to win. He took the lead, gave the opportunity back to the defense, and what did do? They do? They squandered it because Eberflus loves to call
You
soft
should have played. You
coverages
should have
and
played.
let them get
You
into
should have
range
played.
for a Hail
You
Mary.
should have played better. You should have played better
It doesn't
in
matter.
the
It doesn't.
beginning of the
Fields.
game.
Okay, we have this conversation every year. Fields statistically is the worst when it comes to drive how many comeback drives last year. You saw that too. The amount of times we saw that with Caleb Williams, we actually have chances to win. And
Because he
what with
has
those
way better
chances, our
playmakers. They
defense
have
or
way
something
better
special
play.
team wise falls flat, and they always squander something. Like 3 wins, it should have been Caleb would have had 7 wins or 7 wins under his belt if it weren't for the
Oh,
defense really letting him down.
yeah,
I'm sorry. Like,
my bad,
if you
Caleb.
listen, you're
I'm
just
sorry for not blaming you. I'm sorry for blaming you, man, for losing games, man. It's not your fault. It's always everyone else's fault. It's never your fault. And when Justin Fields lost the games, it's his fault. It's always his fault. He should be out of the city. He should be gone. It just does not make any sense how you go from 7-10 last year with the worst team to 4-10 this year. It makes zero sense. Look at the numbers. Offensive passing yards per game is at an all-time low with this offense. How is that even possible when you upgrade in every position? How does that make any sense? How does that make sense?
well, I
I would say
mean,
Thomas Brown is a way better
it kind
offensive
of does.
coordinator
It
than
kind of does
than
make sense.
yes it does. Yes it does.
No, it kind of does make
Look at
sense.
the graphic.
No, because it makes sense. Because if you listen with Justin Fields, he had the same offensive coordinator, same head coach throughout the season. Caleb did not have the same offensive coordinator. He had to switch offensive coordinators twice and head coach once. So
I
in a
can't,
season
bro.
of instability already, you're already cooked. Nonetheless, your offense is going to be already plummeting, and now it's plummeting even further. So like you can't really necessarily. Yes, Caleb obviously has to play better. No doubt about it, because he has been like underwhelming at times. But at the same time, you
If he
cannot
ends the season,
see.
if
You
he ends
can't
the
tell
season
me.
4-13, if he ends the season 4-13, is an abject failure of a
Sure,
number one
okay.
overall pick.
For the Bears organization, listen, he's a rookie.
No, for Caleb too.
He has a lot of growing
For
pains
Caleb
to
too.
go through. And
No, for
once
Caleb
they
too.
build the offensive line, once they build the D line, now that they know they have a good quarterback in the
Also, he
in the
needs to
thing.
have an Avengers squad. So you're telling me he has to have like a Brock Purdy to succeed?
No, I mean, right, he's breaking all the Bears records right now so easily, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's
he's
not
barely even
hard with that
trying.
team. It's not hard with that team. It's
Well,
not that hard with that team. We
okay,
expected him to go to the
I'm
playoffs.
sorry. If it wasn't so
Look
hard
at all
for
our
this
videos,
team,
guys. Everyone in the
I'm
comments,
sorry. If
go
it's so
back to
hard
Soback Sports. Go back to Soback Sports video of his Bears prediction and see what he expected. All his Bears expectations. Go back and then rewind to this. This is a crazy turnaround right now. Just because he's a quarterback does not mean that we limit the expectations that he was supposed to bring for this team. When you have
Listen,
a better
he had
team, when your team
expectations.
has
Like,
upgraded, no, let me talk. When your team has upgraded to the max potential that it could have been for what Ryan Poles had for his money when it came to the offensive side of the ball, and he's underperformed and went to 4-10, I cannot not look past that. I'm sorry, I just can't. If Fields had this team, sky's the limit. We would never know. We would never know. You got to give both. You're telling me that this team, look back at his 2022 team, guys. Where's Dante Pettis? Oh wait, that's right. He's on the Saints and he doesn't even play. He's on the practice squad. Wait, where's Equinemius St. Brown? Oh yeah, that's right. He's a full-time podcaster. Where's Darnell Mooney? He's actually been pretty nice, but he's been very inconsistent as a wide receiver. If you guys look at the stats, he's nowhere to be shown. Who else did he have? And also Mooney was out for half the season that year. Cole Kmet having his worst numbers right now as a Chicago Bear with Caleb Williams, and had his
because they're
best
not
numbers with
targeting
Justin
him,
Fields.
so
With
they're not
Justin Fields.
utilizing him properly. But okay.
Yeah, okay. So it's always off. It's the coach's fault. Yep, you're right. It's
Yeah,
the
it is
coach's
the
fault.
coach's
It's
fault.
never.
What?
It's never. It's
So
never.
so
It's
wait,
never.
wait.
It's
So you
never
mean to
Caleb
tell me
Williams'
that
fault.
you're not the coach is not at fault whatsoever?
Yeah,
At all.
coach is at fault, but Caleb Williams is also at fault at majority of the times. Yes, it
Got
is.
it.
He's
Got
taking
it.
unnecessary
Oh,
sacks.
got it.
We said the same thing for Fields that he was taking unnecessary sacks.
But
Why can't we
you see
put
the
the same
talent in
thing
his
for the guy?
arm.
We see. I saw the talent in Fields' arm too.
How? I mean,
He
yeah, he
threw.
did have some good throws, but it's like he
Alright, bro.
really relied on his
Yeah.
running.
Alright. Guys,
Like
just go
you
back
saw
to
the
what
truth.
Sobacksports said in his videos before, how much he used to glaze Justin
listen.
Fields.
I
And now
will
the
admit,
turnaround is
I was
crazy.
listen, but I like listen Justin Fields. Yes, I
Oh,
agree. I
wow.
was on the
Wow.
boat that you keep him, but at the same time, I was completely wrong. Like with that because
So 4
I
and
mean,
13, you're okay with
I'm
Caleb
wrong.
Williams. You were confident that he will change this around with 4 and 13 with the upgraded team. You're confident. You're confident in the decision.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it all depends on what the upper management does with their off-season drafting.
Yeah,
And
now
if
it's
they
upper
can actually
management's
get.
fault, man. Now it's the upper management's fault, man.
Oh, this is
Like
hilarious.
this is
But,
ridiculous, guys. You guys hear this guy? Like, dude, guys, go back to his videos. He had a whole Bears. He had a Bears video saying what he expected, and I think he said the Bears have to make the playoffs.
I think that's what you said. I didn't say that. I said I did say some expectation, but I never said like to the level that you did.
Guys,
I remember you said that.
Go back to
But
the video.
okay, you know what? Actually, you guys go check out his video because like I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of his videos down there that definitely has expectations about Caleb Williams. But
no, I guess we all expected Caleb Williams
agree to disagree.
We expected Caleb Williams to throw for 4,000 yards and have a really, really good season.
I mean,
he did not do that.
He got close. I mean, what it's hard to replicate a CJ Stroud type season.
What does he need? What does he need? Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, everybody on his team to have like a decent season, man? Like, what does he need? How much do you need, Caleb?
Jamar Chase. I mean, is DJ more Jamar Chase?
That's his college wide receiver. Okay, like here's my thing with the Jamar Chase.
I don't think Justin Jefferson is DJ Moore. Do you think that too? Like, I think Roma Dunze can eventually be somewhat to the level of that, but that's down the line. That's not immediately. But at the end of the day,
I'll just say this, man. Caleb Williams has been not that great for the Bears. I'll say this. He's shown some bright spots, but give it time. Okay, if he loses again against the Lions at home, and then he loses to the Seahawks,
because
the
team's already
this is my thing. This is my
thing, man. Already checked out, dude. Like, listen, at the end of the day, like already right now, we're already out of the playoffs. Like, listen, it's very hard for the team that already lost its head coach, already lost its offensive coordinator, having so much instability within the upper management. I just want with people Kevin Warren, Ryan Poles going into an offseason where they already have 8 with losing streak. Like you're facing every single one has 10.
What the hell? Hello?
Why
did you unmute
me? Okay.
I didn't. I pressed something else. My bad. What were you gonna say?
I'm saying like with so much instability and also 8 game consecutive losses and your entire division having 10 plus wins.
Wait. Hold on. You know who had a 14 game losing streak? Oh yeah, Justin Fields did. And what he did? What did he do? He turned around the season and ended the season 5-2. He ended the season 5-2 last season as the starter. Okay. No, I think it was 4-2. He ended the season 4-2 as the starter last season. He turned it around. It doesn't matter. You got to fight through adversity. Grow up. Fight with adversity, man.
What is Caleb not having to fight through adversity? What's the deal?
You're saying everyone's checked out that he's supposed to lose all these games. No, he's not.
I'm not saying that they're supposed to. I'm just saying like the play calling from what I've been noticing,
What
he's
was the
just
play
genuinely
calling good
off.
like last year? What was the play
Like
calling
Caleb
good
is
last year?
missing. Like, no, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not absolving Caleb from what he's doing. He has made mistakes, but
Wait,
you
was the play
can't
calling
take
good
away.
last year or not?
You can't always see like look at the mistake. He's a rookie at the end of the
I
day.
can't.
Like
I can't. I
I've
can't.
even said
Was the
that
play
even in my
calling
if you
good?
even go back to my videos and you can even see
Was the
like
play calling
how
good
I
last year?
said,
What was the play calling good last year too?
dude, we didn't
Can you
expect
answer that question?
Getsy to be like Waldron to be as bad as Getsy. I'm sorry, like genuinely, it's
So
befuddling
you're
to
saying
me. Like
Waldron? You're saying Waldron is worse than Getsy?
almost as bad, yeah. Like if he's getting fired this quickly into the season, then that's kind of crazy, my opinion.
So you're saying Getsy? So Waldron is worse than Getsy?
Good, they both got fired this year, didn't they? In the middle of the season.
So who is worse? You're not answering the question. Who was
I
worse?
mean, Waldron is. I mean, Getsy's definitely worse, but Waldron's almost
Thank
there.
you. So if Fields had the worst offensive coordinator, a worse
The
offensive line,
worst. It's
worse.
very close. I am sorry. I'm not saying that. It's like Getsy's this bad. Waldron's right here, like with bad.
I can't, bro. Who had better
And they can't, like,
playmakers? Who had better playmakers?
it doesn't matter. You could have all the playmakers you want. You could genuinely have all the playmakers you want. You could have Jamar Chase. You can even have Justin Jefferson on your team. It doesn't matter if you have
Okay, so
terrible scheming, dude. I'm sorry.
okay, so
Like
is
genuinely,
so
if
is
you're calling
Zach
Matt
Taylor
Stafford-
is Zach Taylor a good coach?
no, he's not. He's
Then why
genuinely
is Joe
not a
Burrow
good
making it
coach.
work? Why is Joe Burrow making it work though? Wait, Joe Burrow took Zach Taylor to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
he
Joe
did.
Burrow also had a bad offensive line, right?
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter. You just said playmakers. He had playmakers, and he took him to the Super Bowl with the
right.
worst offensive
But
line,
at
great
least Zach
playmakers.
Taylor can call a somewhat competent offense. He's not a good coach by any means, but he can call a good
I can't,
offense.
bro.
That's the only thing.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
I can't,
Like
man.
his
It's just
game
like
management
I mean,
skills
okay.
also aren't that great either. He's just like
So
Eberflus. He can call a decent defense, but it's not great when it comes to game time
I promise
situations.
you guys, like I'll tell y'all right now, if Fields had this team last year and he went 4-13, we would all flame him.
Who
We would
cares, dude?
flame this guy. We would flame this guy. But now if Caleb, oh, the precious darling that he is, man, that we
I
all
mean,
save
because
him.
he's a rookie.
If
Caleb is his rookie,
I'm
and
gonna
Fields. If Fields had this thing and he's doing it in year 4, of course he's gonna get flamed, dude. What are you talking about? 4 years to do all this, dude. And if you're saying that Fields had an
yeah, he
opportunity
wouldn't
with
do
the
it though.
weapons and
He
stuff, and
wouldn't.
he's
He wouldn't.
sucking
He wouldn't.
this year, like
He
that
wouldn't.
time, then
That's the
then
difference.
why
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
we
suck.
flame them?
He wouldn't suck.
I'm saying I'm
That's the
saying
difference.
if you're okay, whatever. You're not
He
gonna
wouldn't
understand.
suck.
Listen, I know. Listen, fine. Listen, at some point, it's like it's whatever. Like I can't really convince you. You can convince me. It's I'm our one mindset because I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe.
All right, so
We are gonna agree to disagree.
when Caleb Williams is not our quarterback in 3 years, I want you to say it, bro. I want you to
I mean,
say
the Bears
that
are a
you were
cursed
wrong, bro.
franchise. Genuinely a cursed franchise. If we can't make it work with Caleb Williams, I don't know what will save us, dude.
Who
Genuinely
said
wouldn't.
Caleb Williams is better than Fields, though? Who said that, bro?
He's definitely better than Fields right now. What are you talking about? No.
I,
Absolutely not. No.
so when Fields next season goes to the Titans and he goes and wins a lot of games there and plays really well, I don't want you, Soback Sports. You are not welcome on that wagon. You are not welcome on
Okay.
that wagon.
Okay, I mean,
You're
listen,
not
I
welcome
like
there.
Justin, but at the same time, it's gotten crazy to the point where it's like fans, like I'm a big fan, but at the same time, it's like
You're
gotten
not,
to the
buddy.
point of delusion at
No.
this point.
Stay,
It's
stay
like
with
it's
Caleb.
nuts.
Stay with Caleb.
Okay,
with
I'll stay
Caleb.
with Caleb because I follow the quarterback that's for my franchise right now, and Caleb is currently the
Hey,
first.
I do too.
quarterback.
I'm just gonna hold him to accountability, though. I'm holding him to an
That's
accountability.
not really you're wanting him to fail, dude. You're genuinely wanting them to
Oh, I
fail.
know.
It's kind of
I don't
crazy.
want him to
But
fail. I don't want him
I
to
mean,
fail. Okay,
every
first of all,
week he
you're
does
going
something bad or something not great, and you always go back to like hating on him. Like I swear, it's always like a cycle with you. You're always like, oh, actually, Caleb's good. Oh wait, no, he's terrible. Oh wait, he's good. Oh, he's bad. Oh wait, he's good. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna stay on that way. Like you can even go back to every single episode of the podcast and kind of see the trajectory. That's how it is with you. All right. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Fine, do what you want to do. Like when it comes to your thing, but it is what it is. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Agree to disagree.
When he goes 4-13, guys, don't and he's gonna say it's over. He's gonna be smiling, happy, like, oh yeah, we have a quarterback, like blah 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 blah. when we literally got worse and we had better playmakers, better team around
I
him.
mean,
I'm
the
sorry,
stats
Ryan
don't
Poles
lie,
tried.
but okay.
Ryan Poles tried. Okay, so stats is everything now. Stats is everything now.
But yeah, you saying wins are QB stats are
I
too.
can't. I can't. I
Then
can't, bro.
you are saying wins are like what? Why
Stats
do you
are
keep flip
everything now.
flopping? Like genuinely,
I
are
would much
wins
rather
are
have a
QB stats or
quarterback.
not?
I would much rather have a quarterback that wins me games than just has empty stats.
Justin Fields has won 10 games in his entire career for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, and he never had this team. I'm sorry, he never had a good team to
But
compete.
wins are QB stat in your mind.
If Caleb Williams had Justin Fields' team, he would be out of the league. He got hit every time, and he would not be able to stand get back up. He would not be in the side. You'd be in the sidelines like this every time, bro. You'd be like
Okay.
that every time, bro. Did you not see how many hits he took? Did you not watch the 2022 season? Was that just me? Was it just me?
Oh,
Was
I
I the only one
watched it.
watching that season?
I
He
watched it.
would have died. He would have died on the field, bro.
Yeah.
The guy's
Okay.
the guy's bitching about getting hit like once or twice. The guy Fields got hit like 8 or 9 times a game.
I don't think he is because of course you're gonna follow that troop because that's just gonna move to your agenda. But listen, at the end of
Look,
the day,
look.
Fields,
There's a little message.
Fields and Caleb are both tough people. They're both great, tough quarterbacks.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh
they're both
no.
great and tough.
Oh, no.
And the thing is, I'm sorry, Caleb got absolutely clobbered against the
He would have
Lions and
died.
threw a touchdown right after.
He would have.
Like,
He would have died in 2022 if he played for the Bears, bro.
it's 2022. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. But
Okay.
anyways,
I mean, dude,
let's go.
if
Let's
we're
go
gonna
to
keep
the
talking about it,
pickums.
I'm just gonna leave, man. Like, dude, this is
No.
ridiculous, bro. I'm just saying
What?
my point, bro. Like, I
Okay,
just
but
think
then
that
you're saying my point's invalid too. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. I have to like. You can't just
we're
say
gonna
that
agree to
I'm
disagree.
wrong all the time. I'm gonna give my points too. Well, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I didn't have a great. Oh, I think I had a pretty decent week last week.
Yeah,
Um,
I went. I only got one wrong.
mhm. But yeah, I I was wrong about this one. But yeah,
Don't
it
pick up
was.
this shit, man.
What the Jaguar one? I don't know why. I actually
I just
honestly I expected the Jags to win, but Jags blew that game so hard. Um, what else? Pittsburgh Steelers. Ah, dang it! The Pittsburgh Steelers had won that game, man. That would have been nice.
I knew they were gonna lose. They haven't won since 1965, man. I tried to tell you and
Yeah,
David, man.
yeah. But
I told you to
Seattle.
never pick against the Packers.
Oof. I mean, yeah, I thought it was the best Seattle, but I was originally on the Packers, if you remember, but I was like, you know what? Let's test it out. But yeah, everything else is right. All right, let's do it quickly because it's pretty late. But yeah, uh, yeah, I think the Chiefs are gonna win this one. I think
Yeah,
that's pretty hard.
Mahomes is likely to play, so I got Chiefs.
Yeah. Um, what
I
is
got
it? The
Ravens.
Ravens, Steelers. I think the Steelers win this one. I just
Fuck
don't.
Mr. Unlimited. Fuck Mr. Unlimited, man.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
see
no,
the
I got
Ravens winning.
no. I think the Ravens. Like, I feel like this is a good win for the Ravens. Like, this is a must win from the Ravens, man. Like,
Yeah,
they need to win this. Lamar, his 1-5 against. I don't think he's. Yeah, he's 1-5 against
yeah,
The
he's 1-5.
Steelers, man. He needs his win to prove that he can beat Mike Tomlin and bring some momentum to the playoffs. So I got the Ravens winning this one.
Browns, Bengals. Bengals need this win so bad in order for them to even be considered in
Yeah,
the
I got the
playoffs.
Bengals. I got the Bengals.
I think the Browns aren't really. I mean, but it's a division game, so it's kind of
Yeah,
tough. Uh,
I
I
got
wouldn't be surprised if
the
the Browns win.
yeah.
Oh, also Winston is not starting anymore. I think DTR is starting,
Yeah,
so I think it's even more cooked.
I got the Bengals. This one I got the
I think the Falcons.
Falcons.
Penix, Michael Penix gonna
Yeah,
make his start
I got
debut.
the
That's
Falcons.
just
Funny story. We were supposed to go to this game actually.
yeah. And then we decided not to, and finally got the money back too, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it's it's good. I mean, it's gonna be interesting because like going into the off season for Atlanta, if they don't make the playoffs, which probably might be the case considering how crazy the NFC
I just
North
want to make a
is.
little message. I want to make a little message to the Falcons, man. Y'all messed up. Y'all messed up signing Kirko. Y'all messed up signing Kirko Chains, man. Y'all really did. What y'all really should have done. Y'all really should have done. And y'all, like, if you guys follow me on my channel, I was a big, like, I knew when Fields got traded, I thought that, Falcons is a great place for him to go to. Reunite him with Darnell Mooney. Come on, that'd been amazing. But I think the Falcons should have been a place you should have went with Justin Fields. He would is a way younger talent. He can actually move. Like Kirk Cousins can't move. He's literally a statue in the pocket, man. He sucks. And then you could have used the 8th pick to get Dallas Turner or like Jared Verse or whoever you wanted to get. Instead, you got Michael Penix, and you don't know how good he's gonna be. So you if you're the Falcons, you hope Michael Penix is the guy, but I think that the Falcons really messed up when getting Kirk Cousins, and honestly, I'm really happy because they deserve it. That was a terrible mistake of taking Kirk Cousins over a younger quarterback. Man, it just makes zero sense.
Yeah, I think so too. But at the same time, I do feel like this only helped Penix in a sense. And it kind of is just like, it definitely is an overpay. It was definitely like, what are
But
you
it doesn't help
doing?
the Falcons.
It doesn't help, but it will help in a sense of not throwing Penix into the fire so quickly.
Okay,
Eh,
Okay, here's my thing, right? So with Penix, right? I think Penix is a pretty good talent. Like he was pretty good. I actually thought Penix would go top 3. I thought he was a really good talent, but I guess like Drake May, Caleb Williams, and Jay Daniels are just way better talents. But the thing with Penix is like when you took Penix in the 8th pick in the draft, right? It just didn't make sense because you paid Kirk Cousins all this money. It's like, why would you pay Kirk Cousins? Because I would assume after the season, the Falcons would have done some draft analysis, right? And like figure, okay, we have the 8th overall pick. Who are we gonna pick? And they ended up with everybody. There's probably like a lot of teams saying, okay, we should draft Dallas Turner, we should draft JC Latham, or like we should draft someone else, right? And then I just didn't understand why after all of that, they said, okay, we're gonna make our mind that we're gonna draft Penix, but we're also going to sign Kirk Cousins to a bag. It's not like you sign Kirk Cousins to like a 1-year deal like Sam Darnold. You signed him to a 4-year, $180 million, and $100 million of that was guaranteed money. So you gave Kirk like the future, like basically the near future of the Falcons, and you also drafted Michael Penix. It just did not make sense because I thought that the Falcons before that should have went with defensive tackle, or sorry, an edge rusher, because they really needed one. Like their defensive line is really, really bad. So getting a defensive, like a guy like Dallas Turner or a Jared Verse would have helped their team. And getting Kirk Cousins, okay, fine, you go with Kirk Cousins, it made sense. But then you sign Kirk Cousins, and then you also draft Michael Penix with the 1st round pick. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I felt like they should have went with a younger guy. I felt like you should have went with Justin and maybe went with another tackle, or you could have went with Sam Darnold. I'm putting both these players in mind. You could have went with someone else and helped the Falcons, improve the roster as a whole instead of paying your quarterback $100 million. Now you owe Kirk Cousins a lot of money, and he's on the bench. He's on the bench. Makes zero sense to me.
nah, that's fair. I mean, paying was the biggest issue. Um, like having a veteran presence for a rookie quarterback is important, but being financially mindful as well is also important. If that was the decision, like you said, like going into the
Yeah.
offseason, that getting Kirk Cousins was the deal and getting him $100 million guaranteed, then why would you go for a quarterback? It is proving to be somewhat useful now because given the current situation with Kirk Cousins and how he's regressed significantly, um, not
Yeah.
really living up to his contract in the most recent games, it kind of saved their season because if they didn't have a backup plan, you know, especially after last year with their debacle with like Desmond Ritter and whatnot, I think that, or Taylor Heineke too, like just a bunch of backups as their quarterback situation. It's just, it's a good safety blanket to have Michael Penix, who has the experience in college. Like he's not a very young quarterback like Caleb or Jaden Daniels or is, and like he's like a Bo Nix type where he has years in college. Went through a different systems, and yes, he does have an injury history, but you know, we'll see what he got. I'm looking forward to it at the end of the day. All right,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna. It's. I mean, I'll be
All right, first of
surprised if
all,
the.
first of all, I just want to apologize for if people in the chat want to think that I do not believe in Caleb Williams. That is not the truth. All right, first of all, before I make my pick here, I think Caleb Williams has been great, but I'm just calling him out for not playing good. That's all I'm saying. I I think Caleb will be fine, but I hope he's fine. I really do. I hope he's fine, but he's not been playing great. With that being said, this is at home. It's gonna be chilly. Jared Goff in chilly weather,
Mm,
not so good.
mm-hmm,
I think the Bears are minus 14. No, I think minus 7 underdogs. I mean,
mm-hmm.
Detroit has 15 players in injury reserve.
On defense.
This is basically telling the Bears you can win this game. If you can play competent defense and score points on this injury hell Lions team, you can win the game. With that being
My.
said, I
Uh-huh.
I picked the Bears last week to win. I will not be doing the same thing again this week, man. I'm going with the Detroit Lions. But do not be shocked if the Chicago Bears win this game because of all the injuries that the Lions have. Because the injuries the Lions have is just it's insane. 15 injuries on the defensive start. Like they're on backups right now. Like if Caleb Williams cannot play good against backups, not even Caleb Williams, if this offensive coordinator and offensive team cannot put up a good scheme against backups, like third string players, because they're literally starting third string players right now this week. If you can't, the Bears have a lot of holes, man. Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Poles has to be fired at that point. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to be fired except for Caleb Williams because you can't. He's a rookie. You can't fire him. But everyone has to be fired because you have to clean out. Because if you cannot play a competent offense against an injury hell Detroit Lions team, you don't even have to win the game. Just play good offense. Like the offense needs to show out, bro. That's all I ask, man. Like I want Caleb Williams to go out there, get yourself a 300-yard game. I don't expect him to get one. Like play like maybe a 250-yard game, couple touchdowns, get yourself acclimated to the offense, man. Just play football, man. Just play some good football. But that being said, I'm going with the Detroit Lions to win this game, man. I can't pick them again, man. The Bears ruined my perfect streak last week, man. I went literally 15-1 last week. And I can't let that happen again.
Yeah. Listen, if he has a 300-yard game, he will have um 3,237 yards,
That'd be really
which
good.
is yeah. And the thing is, he has two more games still if he gets 300 plus. But that's I'm only calculating because it's like it's you know Caleb is the closest thing so far in terms of getting a 4,000-yard passer right now. Um, Obviously it was Eric
Uh,
Kramer that got 3,800 or something. That was like back in like the 90s or whatever. But like it's whatever. Um, but yeah,
okay.
I do think that my issue with this game specifically is just can the Bears defense keep up with the Ben Johnson offense? That's my thing because Ben Johnson's
Last year it
offense will
did.
be relentless.
The last year it did. It
It
did. In
did.
Chicago it did. It
It
did.
did, but it did slightly improve. I feel like his scheme got a little bit more enticing, and it's more, you know,
I'll never forget that game, man. That was an
polished.
amazing game. That
That
was an
was an
amazing
amazing
game
game.
from us.
Yeah, it was an
I'll
amazing
never
game.
forget that.
But
We're up
I
14-10.
feel like
It came back
I
and
just
won.
feel
Yeah,
like Ben
what's up?
Johnson's like play calling has got a lot more polished now. And the thing is, if the Bears defense can stop uh this Detroit Lions offense, any turnover or any three and out and stuff will prove to be fatal for the Chicago Bears offense. Because if
Well,
we can't
yeah.
stop them on defense, then there's really no point
I
on
mean,
offense.
that is
Gotta go
true.
band
I
for
think the
band
Bears.
essentially.
I think Jervon Dexter needs to play. I mean, hopefully he can. I don't know if he will
Probably
play this
so.
game. I, I just it's so hard, man. The Lions they play so creative football. Like you saw the Bills, like they still put up 48. I don't know. They put up what 38 against the Bills, and the Rams also put up 42. I don't know. Maybe the Bills even just sucks now, but I just think that like the Lions. Okay, yeah, their defense sucks, but to beat them, you have to outscore them.
Right.
And can you outscore them? That's the thing. And
That's
right
very
now, the
true.
Bears' offense has been at an all-time low. So I don't know.
Yeah. Tennessee Titans versus Colts.
Colts, man. I think Will Levis is
Rudolph
horrible.
was starting though.
Yeah,
It's not
still.
Will Levis.
I got Colts, man. I'm trusting. I think the Titans, if they're smart, they're
They tank.
tanking for Tataroa, McMillan, or Mason Graham. They have to tank here, man. You know Will Levis is not your guy. You have to go out there in free agency and go sign a quarterback. Rest. You just tell Will Levis, man, you're done. Go Mason Rudolph. If he goes, wins the game, he wins the game. But I think the Colts, they have playoff implications. I think still. I think they do.
Mhm.
I'm not sure.
No,
So
they
I think
still
they will
win.
fight. Yeah. So I think they should still fight. So I think they'll
Yeah.
win.
Los Angeles Rams, New York Jets. Dude, why does this feel like a New York Jets win? Like I don't
I got Jets.
understand.
I got Jets. I got Jets. I
I
got
don't know.
Jets
I
winning this
feel like
one.
the safe pick is the Rams, but
I
I
got
don't
Jets
know.
here. I think the Jets will win. Um, yeah, I think the
Wait,
Jets will win this one.
did you hear the latest news about the Jets? Okay, that's actually two
But
things. One, Aaron Rodgers has a documentary, which God forbid anyone watches that. Um, and two, Woody Johnson, their owner, do you know how they were drafting? Like they were in talks to get Jerry Judy in the offseason. And you know why they didn't get him?
why?
Because of his Madden rating.
Okay, I don't believe that. No, that
No,
can't be true.
it's actually true because it's actually been reported on multiple sources. Even Athletic is saying the same thing. Thing is, it's the most
I don't
Jets.
know.
No, it's actually true. Like even Woody Johnson himself, I think, said something about it. It's like damning, genuinely. Like I thought it was fake too. I thought it was like some the Onion or satire or something like that. It's real
Mm,
because I don't know
damn.
why. The thing is with the Athletic, they always do hit pieces on the Jets. It's apparently a common thing, and it just gets more embarrassing by the listen. The Bears are embarrassing. They are not no question about it whatsoever.
Yeah.
But we're I think Jets, they like genuinely, it's a lot worse. It's it as a Bears fans out there listening to us right now, if you think it can get a lot worse, if you can't get a lot worse, it can. And if you think that the Bears are the worst thing ever, it's not because there are teams out there like the Jets who haven't made the playoffs in 14 years. I'm not trying to slander anyone that's a Jets fan. I'm just trying to say just to make myself feel better or make Bears fans feel better because Jets fans have are numb to this at this point. They are numb. So are we, but we haven't had it as bad as they did. They went all in on Aaron Rodgers. They went all in on his demands, and it ended up being Salah fired. Um,
Thing with the Jets is like they have a solid team. I actually like genuinely think they have a solid team.
they do,
Like I
they do.
I genuinely thought that their team, like even when like say what you want about Devontae Adams, but he's still like in my opinion a top 10 receiver. Like he's still like he's or like top 15. I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
put
top
Garrett
15,
Wilson
top
over him.
20.
I don't know. He like did you see the game he just had against the who did he play?
Well, yeah,
The Jags?
the Jaguars. But listen, it is. I mean,
Like
you
like
could say
like
it's the
Devontae
Jags.
still got it. Devontae still got it. I just think they're like if you get like okay, if I'm being so serious, I the Jets, if Sam Darnold is really him, and the let's say the Vikings go with JJ McCarthy, if the Jets sign Sam Darnold, who's played pretty good, and if you think about it, the receivers that he's gonna have is gonna be really, really good. He's gonna have Devontae Adams, he's gonna have Garrett Wilson. If I'm the Jets, I sign Sam Darnold. You have to. I mean, he's pretty young too. You sign Sam Darnold, and you got to take a big leap of faith that he's the same guy. He's not the Kevin O'Connell system. But you also have to get the coaching hire right. Um, so yeah, the Jets do have a lot of issues. But if they don't get a quarterback in the draft, which I don't think they will, you have to go with the Sam Darnold. Please don't give Justin Fields, bro. Do not get Justin Fields there. I mean, I'm actually fine with Justin Fields going there. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm not really against it, but I would hope that
Mm,
Sam Darnold at least. I'd rather have Sam Darnold go there.
yeah.
I don't want
Rams.
Fields to be the
I
quarterback.
think.
I don't wait real quick. I just don't want Fields to be the quarterback of the Bears and the Jets. Like that would suck. Like your career, you were a quarterback for the Bears and you were a quarterback for the Jets, and in between you were a 6 games with the Steelers. Like that'd be kind of weird in my opinion. Two sorry
Yeah.
franchises.
Rams. I think I'm just gonna take the Rams. I feel like I want to
Uh,
be safe. Oh, please, please, for the love of God, Eagles. The only I rarely, the rare
yeah,
times I
Eagles.
would
I got I got
please
I got I
Eagles.
got I got Cooper DeJean in the Eagles, man. Come on now.
Thank God. Yeah.
Give me the Cardinals against the Panthers. I think the Panthers they're ready to tank, man. They had their little glory success. I got Cardinals winning this one.
Yeah. Vikings, Seattle. Vikings.
I'm going with the upset here. I'm going with Seattle. I think Sam Howell
Mm,
does it. I think Sam Howell does it. I think
uh,
the Vikings are like, wait, we control our destiny. Wait, we can win the 1 seed. Sam Darnold can win the 1 seed. Nah, nah. Seattle snatches it. They snatch it. Geno Smith not playing. That Sam Howell is Geno Smith playing?
I have no idea honestly,
Okay, I
but
don't
I would
care.
assume
Either
based
way,
on the percentage, I think he's not.
I got Sam Howell, man. Sam Howell will beat the Vikings, man. Give me the Sam Howell
Yeah.
in the Seahawks.
I think Buffalo Bills
I'm
are
going
gonna
with the upset
win.
here. I'm actually like I'm crazy this week. I'm going Patriots. I think the
Oh,
Patriots.
they're
I'm
gonna
going
really
with the
ruin the
Patriots
tank,
here.
huh?
I think Drake May gets a signature win here. He gets it.
Uh,
Drake
I
May. Think
mean,
about the
I know the
season he
Bills
had.
defense isn't that good, but I don't think it's that
Drake
bad.
May beats Aaron Rodgers. Drake May beats Caleb Williams. Drake May beats Josh Allen in Buffalo. Give me the Patriots to win this game, guys. I believe in Drake May. Come on now. Come on now. You got the Bills? I mean, that's a
Yeah,
safer pick, though. I agree with you, man.
yeah. Jesus
Give me
Christ, this game
the
is awful.
give me the Jags.
I don't even know who to pick at this point because they're both trying to
No, the Raiders. The
cause
Raiders are trying
tank.
to lose every game. They're trying to get the #1 pick.
Yeah, I think the Jacksonville the type of team to lose their tank. Um,
Yeah, I think. We're doing the Seattle versus. Sorry, we're doing San Francisco versus Miami.
mhm.
This is a tough one, actually. I think the Niners season's over, man. I think Miami takes this one. They actually have a
I think
chance, a
the
little bit.
Niners do because I think they can have. They're going to try everything in their power to keep Shanahan from leaving. So
I hope
they're
he
gonna
leaves, man. Come to the
try
Bears,
to
man.
win.
Come, come to Chicago, homie.
Please, thank God, please, Shanahan or
I got.
Ben Johnson.
All right, guys.
Uh,
Look,
please,
you know how much you know how much me and you both like. I mean, you more than me, but we both like Baker. I like Baker a lot.
Bakler, the Bake Show.
But something tells me he losing this game
Oh God,
to
please
Cooper
don't.
Rush.
Oh God,
I think
no.
the Cowboys beat the Buccaneers in Dallas. I think I'm going with the Cowboys. I know I'm crazy. I'm picking all the upsets here, but I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys to win this game, man. I think I b- I know I want Baker. If I'm wrong with this pick, I'm like very very happy. But I think the Bake Show he loses this game. I have a feeling he loses
Uh,
it. Actually, no,
dude,
never mind.
why?
I can't. No, 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 no. Never mind. I got to go with Baker. Never mind. I can't go against him. Never mind
Mm.
about that. I'm going with the
Why?
Buccaneers, guys.
Why are they giving the Packers such easy opponents, like for like Monday night, like for the spotlight, so that they can get talked up? Some. Oh my God! But the Packers are gonna
I
win.
got, I got, I got, I got. Okay, so Spencer Rattler is starting.
Starting.
Saints, yeah, Saints suck. uh, guys, if Jordan Love is in your waivers in fantasy, I don't know why you would, but if he is, pick him up. This is gonna be a 4 touchdown game here.
Or maybe
Um,
make it 5 because Jesus Christ, dude, the Saints
give
defense is
me
horrendous.
the Green Bay Packers to beat the New Orleans Saints by 50. Man, I think Jordan Love. Man, look, I don't like a lot of things about the Packers. But one guy I can really appreciate on the Packers who's good. It's crazy for me to say it, but is Jordan Love. Look, he's a fantastic player, very humble guy, very nice guy too.
Mhm.
I think he the Packers got a good quarterback there, man. They're
They
gonna be
have,
good.
yeah,
I
unfortunately,
like him a
but they
lot,
do.
actually. I like him a lot. Him and Justin are really good friends. He's a very nice person too. He's not toxic like Aaron Rodgers, bro. Screw
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. No one likes Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I think the Packers game, they get a lot of momentum. And if I'm right and the Vikings lose, they can probably maybe overtake the Vikings with their next week matchup. That
Mhm.
matchup's gonna be huge if the Vikings lose this game. But it's gonna be huge, man. Look, man,
Yeah.
this was an interesting episode of the podcast, man. That we had a heated debate about
I feel like that's the
um
typical debate that we usually have, but it's just like,
yeah, but
you know
at the end of the day, man, it's sports, man. We all gonna talk like that. But I mean, guys, you gotta let me in the comments. Do you guys believe? You guys agree with me with the Bears? Like, what I argued about, or do you guys believe with Soback Sports that even if Caleb Williams goes 4-13, it's all in good. We're gonna be fine. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Guys,
yeah,
subscribe to him too. He's been putting a lot of content out there, so just show him some love, man. It's the holiday season. We're in a giving
yeah,
mood,
fair
right?
point. Fair point. Exactly. That's gonna do it for this week's episode. Thanks again, as always. We've made it to 31. I think 30. Yeah, 31 episodes now.
Yeah.
Continuing to grow this channel by the day. And without you guys as well, please continue to help us support us by subscribing and following our podcast every Tuesdays and Thursdays. This week was a little bit different, but going forward, it will still be Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Wait, one second.
Unless
Are we streaming the game?
it's a game time decision for that. I'm not 100% sure about that yet, but if we
Uh,
do, it will be no. You'll be notified sometime this week, and
I know it's
yeah, it's
been
just work
tough.
has
It's
been
been
weird.
tough. No, it's been tough just
Yeah,
watching these
it's
Bears games.
yeah, especially for that long
Like,
too, and we can't really
I just
turn it
feel
off.
bad for like Bears now and all those people like have to actually do it for their job. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like they actually have
yeah,
to watch these Bears games. And they can't even end the game. Like if they're losing 50, 70-0, they have to watch the game and do a post game show. It's like it's crazy. It's
yeah.
actually crazy.
But all right, that's gonna do it. It's already like 1:45 in the morning, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna do it. And as
Time to go
always,
night night.
guys, always subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the